Hey, what's up, YouTube? Chris back with you from the Patriot RC. It's been a while. Did a short video the other day, but so I took the Traxxas out. I took the Gatekeeper and the Red Cat out. Only ran the Red Cat and the Traxxas. I did some changes to the Red Cat, and oh my God, I've rolled it maybe 3 times, and then did all the upgrades to it. In all my videos, I've never flipped that thing except one when it went out of control and flipped over in some water. But when I ran it the other day, it rolled so many times I'd stopped counting after like 12 or 13. So we do make some changes to it. But the Traxxas is why we're here today. This thing is an absolute tank. So I went on the trails. There was no water out. Let me get this out of the way here quick. There was no water in the creeks. It was full of leaves, and so doing a great run with it. And so I come to the top of the waterfall, which you guys have seen in my videos many times, and it's about 12 to 15 foot drop all the way down. And the Red Cat did it first, where it was kind of shorting out, and the throttle would just glitch out on its own. And what I did, and I forgot what I always try to remember, turn on the controller first, then the truck. I did it backwards, but anyway, it pinned out the throttle on the edge of that waterfall, and yeah, so it flew off of the waterfall, dropped, like I said, 12 to 15 feet, landed on the wheels on 2 logs that were side by side at the base of the waterfall. Nothing broke. This thing, I know it's Traxxas, they're tough, and I am a bit of a Traxxas fanboy after that, and yeah, I converted it back to Velcro. So it's just absolute tank. Nothing is split. There's nothing broke. Everything in here that you see. So the only aftermarket's on here: servo, the motor, and this brass. Everything else is completely stock. It's the electronics. This was a kit build, so all that was not even included. So it had to be modified. So, but yeah, out of my kit build, nothing on this has broken ever. I did replace the panhards and the link mounts down here on all 4, front and back, and then the panhard mount was replaced as well because it was getting some slop in it. But nothing ever broke, and this is after the fall. There's nothing, everything works. I didn't do any footage because I was just having too good of a time just running. I didn't want to try and manage a camera, anything like that. You don't get to see all the fun I have. So anyway, nothing is broken. It is, yeah, it's just an absolute tank. But I think I'm going to do some modifications on this, as it would just literally just seconds before it flew off the edge of the waterfall. I was telling myself, you know what, this is going to end up being a shelf queen, because I do love this body. I know there's other bodies you can get, and I've got other bodies I can throw on it here. But my God, it's too pretty to bust it up. So, light creek runs and stuff like that will do. But if I know I'm going to go out and have a rough time, I've got the other TRX4, I've got the Red Cat Gen 8, I've got the Element Gatekeeper. So do I want this to be a shelf queen? Well, I've got too much money wrapped up in it to be a shelf queen. So what I'm going to do later, I'm going to buff this body out. I don't know if those scratches are showing up very well, but there's a couple down back through here, but nothing's deep. They barely, none of those catch the fingernail. That one does. And then I'm going to buff the glass out and all that too. And then I think I'm going to put this back to a sport body. Just the standard stock TRX4 sport body, and just roll with it. I don't want to trash this. It does great. It does crawl really good. But I did put spare tire back on the back, so I added a little bit of weight there. And I don't know if you guys noticed in the crawling videos, this thing runs loud. Well, that's because I forgot that whenever I went brushless, it was almost too much power spun off the slipper clutch, so I put a different slipper clutch on it. But I also put on a Metal Gear pinion. So, I mean spur gear, sorry. Not pinion, but spur. But what I did do, let's see if this is going to show up or not in here. So I got foam These come out of like my LiPo battery packs and stuff. This is a really thin version of it. And so what's back here is probably, yeah, about 3 times as thick. So I mean, it's, so what I did was shoe glued 1, 2, 3 over the top of it, and oh my god, it cut the sound in half. So I'm going to do one more strip across the back window, and that's probably going to be it.